Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
Welcome to The Real Truth. I might as well rank these movies.
I'm scared, Pancho.
The Predator franchise. I'm going to go ahead and put AVP and AVP2 in there, even though I don't consider them canon. I don't know if the people who were behind all that shit consider them canon, but if they do, this is for them. But I will put them in this ranking. Coming in dead last in my Predator ranking is going to be The Predator.
It's not a predator, that's a sports hunter.
Well, we took a vote. Predator's cooler, right? Fuck yeah.
Even though The Predator I would rather watch than Prey, and I'll tell you why. But I don't think it's a better movie than Prey. But Prey is boring to me, and The Predator is not. Can I watch the finale of The Predator? No, I think the finale of The Predator sucks. The whole Predators looking for human spines, spinal cords to for the DNA so that they can make themselves tougher. There are a lot of people who shit on that. I could throw some bubble guts at that too. But think of it like this: we've had all these movies by the time The Predator comes out, and if you consider that if Prey is part of that, then Prey happened also before The Predator. Looks like they keep losing the humans. They might as well try to be like us, right? Coming in next is Prey.
Why do you want to hunt? Because you all think that I can't.
Prey is a better Predator movie than The Predator. Problem with Prey is it has no characters in it that I like Tabe, but the main character I don't like. She doesn't really seem to care about anyone but herself. And she's not funny. Now, she could not care about anybody but herself and still be funny, like Chevy Chase, something like that. Please don't put Chevy Chase in a Predator movie. But I'm saying, Chevy Chase be an asshole, but you still like Bill Murray.
So am I to understand that you men completed your training on your own?
That's the fact, Jack.
That's another thing I don't like. It's like, oh, look, slasher movie girl, basically is what she is. Why couldn't we get like a tough girl? We see that so often. We see this cookie cutter image of the woman in these horror movie type situations so often, and I've seen so many movies. I would love to see someone that looked like Rhea Ripley go up against the Predator.
This ain't a Spider-Man meme. This is the Royal Rumble. Let's go!
One of the good things is, though, she could fight. She could fight. Even though she was the worst fighter in her clan. Imagine Gwendolyn Christie versus a Predator. Another reason why this movie comes in at this place is because that's the worst Predator in the franchise. However, it's written that way. Feral Predator in Prey is the dumbest Predator in all of the movies. It shoots itself in the head. It couldn't see her when she was standing right in front of it. Sure, she had the flour and she had lowered her body temperature, but if she's standing there, he would still see the outline of a human when walking past it. So he's a moron. I think he cuts his own arm off or hand off too in the movie. It's just a pathetic creature. Coming in next is Alien vs. Predator 2. Alien vs. Predator 2 is hard to see. It's very dark, and it's very bad. It's a bad movie, but it is a slasher movie with aliens who don't give a damn about you, and a predator who does not give a damn about you, and a pred-alien who doesn't give a damn about you. It is extremely violent. It's not great, but more fun to watch than the two I mentioned before it. As a movie, though, Prey is a better movie than Alien vs. Predator 2. In my ranking, though, it is below it. Coming in next is AVP. Definitely a better movie than AVP 2. Is it a better Predator movie? I don't even consider the AVP movies canon. No, it's not. No. Prey is a better Predator movie than AVP and AVP 2. The Predator is a better Predator movie than AVP and AVP 2 because the whole Predator and aliens and then doing the whole messing up the timeline and all that. No, stop it. Stop that. No. Sanaa Lathan is the protagonist. Okay, so we got one black female in all of Alien and Predator. Wow. However, if you were to put Sanaa Lathan and Amber Midthunder next to each other, Sanaa Lathan just gives off energy that she could beat the dog shit out of Amber Midthunder. And she's also beautiful, which shouldn't necessarily be a requirement, but it is in movies. Coming in next is Predators. Predators.
I was in Baja, and then there was a light, and then Chingo.
Predators damages the predators more than Prey does, because Prey, that's a dumb predator. And you can tell if you watch the movie. So does it really damage the Predator lore or how badass the Predator's supposed to be? Does it really? Predators does, though. Predators kicks the Yautja straight in the penis. Because in Predators, you have 3 of them. You're telling me 3 Predators can't beat a group of people? Just a random group of people. Sure, they're all badasses, but they don't even like each other. They're not a team. And 3 Predators who are a team can't take them out on their own home planet. Wow. So Predators just ain't shit, huh? Predators ain't shit. It's like with Halloween, the first Halloween, right? I'm supposed to be afraid of Michael Myers, but then in the finale, watch the finale. Every time he gets within arm's reach of a teenage babysitter that you did not establish as being able to fight, every time he gets within arm's reach, she beats his ass. She embarrasses him. Why should I be afraid of Michael Myers? In Predators, if 3 of them can't beat a team that can't even work together cohesively on their own hunting planet, why should I give a damn about Predators? But the thing is, the movie's fun. The movie's fun, and I like the characters. That's another thing about comparing Predators to Prey. Walton Goggins is in Predators, and he is a terrible person. And he's more, I don't want to say likable. I mean, I have more fun watching his character than I do Naru, because he is more fun. That's sad. By the way, I haven't seen Killer of Killers, and I'm not going to watch Killer of Killers. And coming in next is Predator Badlands.
So this is your first hunt. And you've come to the most dangerous planet in the universe.
It has the best story out of all the ones I've mentioned so far. Badlands shows us more about the Predators. And I don't think it does it poorly. I want to see more about the Predators. It's a funny movie to me, made me laugh. It is a Disney movie. It is children. You can take your kids to see this. It's violent. It's got a lot of violence in it, but it's just Disney violence isn't the same as the movies I'm going to mention next. It's just not the same. Coming in next is Predator 2.
It's all right, I'm a cop.
I don't think he gives a shit.
It's the best Predator movie out of all the movies I've named so far. And it's the best sequel out of all the movies I've named so far. And it's the best movie out of all the movies I've named so far. Danny Glover's character, Harrigan, might be the most interesting character in the entire franchise. And I'm including Dutch. I'm not saying that I like him more than Dutch. Deck might be second place. And then maybe Dutch, but I haven't put that much thought into Dutch because he is kind of he's not one note, but regardless. Let's not get into that yet because I'm not talking about that movie yet. And Predator 2 does the same thing that Badlands does. It expands upon the Predator race. Danny Glover, Harrigan's character, does kill a predator in the end. But before that happens, that predator had been through a lot. It had been shot a lot. It had went up against Gary Busey's team. Gary Busey, by the way, is in this movie, and he's fantastic because he's Gary Busey. Gary Busey's good in every movie he's in. Should Danny Glover have gotten more injured? Absolutely yes. But this movie is so good, and it's so different from the first one because now you got the predator set in the city, and it's like, man, when I was in the country, when I was in the jungle, I had to search for something to stalk and kill. And then when I did, cool, I got them. Then I had to wait for more people to show up. The City Hunter, it's a buffet. So when you watch it, it's like, dude, he's going after this dude, that dude, these people, those guys. And it makes sense because he's in a city. Coming in at number 1 is Predator. Obviously.
Here we are again, bro. Just you and me.
Predator is about a group of people who think they're going into an action movie and end up in a slasher flick. And unlike Halloween, we actually establish character. By the time Schwarzenegger is the final girl, we know he can fight. When I was a kid, I wasn't afraid of your Freddys and your Jasons and the first Nightmare on Elm Street did scare me when I was a kid because it was like, wow, you can die in your sleep? That's just a scary thought. But slashers, when I was a kid, didn't scare me. Mostly because the ends of the movies just weren't told well. The stories just weren't, not to mention, they didn't spend money to get good actors. So I can't be afraid if you're not acting your part well enough for me to believe that you're afraid. Predator took a kid like me who thought he was a badass. I can beat Freddy. I can beat Michael Myers. I can beat Jason. Because if those people could beat him, I can beat him, right? Predator said, really? Really, little child? You stupid little child? Okay, here's a group of people who you can't beat. Look at how cool they are. Look at them beat up everybody. Now watch this. And the Predator came in and, like a slasher, started murdering them. It was horrifying, terrifying. I know it's hard for some people to get into that horror mode when watching a Schwarzenegger movie because look at him. But that's what made it so cool, because Michael Myers should have killed Laurie. Jason should have killed a lot of the people he went up against. But if any of those people were swapped out with Arnold Schwarzenegger, you'd be like, come on, man. But the Predator took on Schwarzenegger and just beat the shit out of him. And what makes it so much even cooler is the Predator wears a mask. Michael Myers wears a mask. Jason wears a mask. But when I'm watching these things, it's like, you have a mask on, dude. You can't see well out of that thing. You can't breathe well out of it. I've worn masks. You've got sweat and stuff going into you're making it worse for you. You're making it easier for me. You're not scary. Predator wears a mask because it actually enhances everything he does. It's purposeful. It's purpose-built for the situation. It's helping him see better. It's helping him breathe better. So you've explained that. Your slasher has a mask, but it makes sense. Your slasher can't be beaten by a teenage babysitter with no fighting skills. Matter of fact, your slasher can't even be beaten by Arnold Schwarzenegger, because if you watch that final fight, the Predator isn't trying to kill Dutch. People watch this, they're like, man, Dutch beat the Predator, man. Dutch is a bad. No, he didn't. He won, but he didn't beat him.
You got the decision. Man, I won, but I didn't beat him.
Watch that fight again. Watch what he did to everybody else. And now he's just kind of walking up to Schwarzenegger. Go ahead, hit me. Oh, you got me a couple times. Man, that was kind of good. Watch this backhand. Wow, slow backhands. Right? I'm going to cut you. I'm going to cut you. I'm going to cut you. If he wanted to cut him, he'd have been cut. It's a tortoise hare situation. And the Predator knows at any time I can catch you and win. But it's just, let's have some fun. And he jumps down and he looks down at Schwarzenegger. And I honestly believe if Schwarzenegger hadn't remember, if the Predator wasn't standing where he was, Schwarzenegger would have died, because Schwarzenegger forgot all about that tree. And he looks up and, oh, the tree is right above him. Ha, right? Predator, I believe if Schwarzenegger had never seen that tree, the Predator probably would have just leaned in. Well, he did lean in. I think he would have picked Schwarzenegger up, looked at him one more time, and then killed him. That is someone who knows how to tell a story through physicality. And for people, a lot of people won't see what I saw. A lot of people, because if you watch a lot of reviews, I haven't seen anyone else talk about it like that. I'm sure it's a lot of people on this planet, so someone has, I'm sure. But the amount of people who haven't and who have big channels versus I haven't seen anyone yet who has shows that a lot of people don't even know what telling a story through physicality is. You can have your Gone with the Winds, I've never seen. You can have your Shawshank Redemption, all these movies that are good stories. You can do that same level of storytelling with 0 words. Predator does that, the first movie. Predator does that. Predator comes in at number 1. So let's go through it again. Coming in dead last is the Predator. Next is Prey. Next is AVP 2, then AVP, then Predators, then Predator Badlands, then Predator 2, and then Predator. And I think that my trilogy is Predator, Predator 2, and Predator Badlands. Because out of all of these movies, those are the 3 movies that are different. Predator has its own thing. And another thing about Predator 2, I know that they recycle the line, "You're one ugly mother." Honestly, Harrigan's character being the most interesting character in the franchise, I think that between him and Dutch, I think it's more likely that Harrigan would have said, "You're an ugly motherfucker," than Dutch. I don't see that coming from Dutch's character, even though I wouldn't change a thing about the first Predator. But when you watch Predator 2, watch Harrigan's character. If you were to give that line to only one of the two, Harrigan's character makes more sense to say that line than Dutch's character. Sorry, a lot of rants there, a lot of rants. Predator is one of my favorite movies of all time because it's just several genres in one. Written so well that I don't even know if they know they wrote it that well. Who knows? Anyway, this has been The Real Truth. Until next time, peace.